All right, guys. So let's continue the refinement of the body. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to dynamize it with a low resolution and start refining and tweaking the volumes and the forms, making some tweaks to the anatomy, making them better. So let's start. Let's make around 32 for the resolution. Perfect, like they say. Now I'm going to smooth it a bit to get rid of those sharp shapes that the beginning of the blockout has. So let's start tweaking it, just smoothing out those shapes and making them look more soft. Because we are making a female, the female doesn't have that sharp transition between the muscles, like you can see here. You can see that this woman doesn't have those sharp transition between the muscles, and even in this body, you can see that everything is soft. So I'm trying to make this with this body. I will try to make this everything soft. So let's start smoothing out. All right, a little bit more. All right, let's start tweaking the body. I'm going to fill this gap because we don't have that of a hole there. We have a skin and stuff that goes over there and fill it. Right. The neck area, we are going to make it better when we attach the head with the body. All right. So let's start this bit of smoothing. All right. Let's define more detail points. One thing that you need to have in mind is that we have a little bit of an empty space in the shoulder area because the pectoral muscles goes from here and end up under the shoulder, and the deltoid muscle of the shoulder starts here, the clavicle, and goes like that and leave an empty space where just the skin, and that make like some sort of a hole. So let's try to achieve that. Let me raise this. All right. It will leave like some sort of a hole here. Let's make the shoulder a bit more muscular. Just a bit, not too much. It's not a bodybuilder. Right. Let's make a line here for the mark where the spine is. Smooth them out a bit. Let's make the latissimus dorsi a little bit better here. All right. Perfect. So here in the neck, we have a tendinous area that will not get big even if the muscles are big. That part will not get big. And here, the only thing that we're gonna see is the spine. One of the vertebrae will show up here like that. So make sure to make it. Even a muscular people, that is visible. All right, let's continue. Let's go now to the knee area. Let's refine this. Carve a little bit here, a little bit more here. Because we're making a stylized body, let's just make the knee like this. Just simplifying these shapes, and this will look good. All right. And from this part here, that here there is a bone. We have a muscle that goes from this point to this point like that, and this makes kind of a volume at the front. So it's important to have that. Let me make the leg a bit more thin. All right. Make sure that your twin muscle on your calf has this diagonal that points, the lower point is the inner. And let's make this part here. And this bony landmark will be the opposite of our twin muscle here. They will be on the opposite direction. The diagonal. Like you see here, the twin muscle goes here, and this part will go like that. Erase this. All right. Let's continue. Let's make the Achilles tendon here. It's important to have it to make the leg look good. All right. Let's make some sort of a line here. In this part will be a muscle that it's called sartorius muscle. It goes from this point of the pelvis all the way down to here. I think it's the longest muscle that we have in our body. Goes like that. So let's take some volume, and then we're going to smooth it out. See my reference. So we have to reference on your other monitor or on the side. I really recommend you to get your monitors. It's really useful to have two monitors. All right. I just trying to define the femoral muscles a little bit more. All right. All right. Let's use an edge polish here to define more the shape of the femoral muscle. Perfect. Carve more here in this part. All right, let's make now an indication for the quadricep muscle that we have. they will go like this, kind of like this. It will be one head. In this part will be one head. In this part will be another head, and here will be another head. So let's try to make it. Let's try to make it. And we'll just draw with the standard brush. All the muscle will go. And then I will just smooth it. Maybe add some volume here and there. Not too much. I don't want to make hair too muscular. Even we can just smooth it out, and that will even look good. Here we have another muscle that goes like that. Well, this goes from here, this point, to here. Let's make this crease that we have in our butt, but it just make it around the middle. Also, the female has a kind of a fat deposit below the butt. So let's try to make it like that. All right. All right. So let's add a little bit more of fat in this area. Make it more soft. I think it's too muscular right now. Right, just to make it less. So for the butt muscle, the gluteus maximus, the shape is like a butterfly, as you can see here. It's like kind of a butterfly. Just let me use this. You can see here it's kind of a butterfly. And same striation goes like that. So let's try to make it. But in the females, they have a lot more of fat than the males, so that will not be that strong or hard. If we just make some indication of it, will be enough. Right, perfect. Let's make the belly button here. The belly button is around the